Most lonely old people, they want to be lonely, really, because there's no need for it.
Because?
Well, some of them are selfish, really. They just don't want to be bothered with anybody. Just sit indoors and watch the television instead of getting out and, you know, enjoy yourself.
But people don't talk to you anymore, you know, like in the old days, all your neighbours next door, you could talk over the wall and everything like that, but you don't get any of that now. So my wife and I, we're in our 80s, you know, we don't have many people to talk to.
People have got to be prepared to put themselves out, to come to groups and not just sit there and feel lonely in isolation.
Bonnie Range it's got very large houses or flats, and people don't get the same chance to meet each other. So we do have to come into Chorlton for meeting people, for social amenities. You have to make your own. You have to help yourself.
I think there is a problem of loneliness, and I think that it's different from women and men. I think women are more likely to try and do something about it. Men tend to think that it's part of being a man to suffer in silence, and I think that is a real problem.
It's important to communicate also with them, not just to be with them, but to actually learn to communicate with older people in a friendly and sociable way. Well, in say, visits to older people, it's not just the visit is one thing, but communicating, it seems to me, is very important as well. There again, I don't think one needs to assume that older people want too much independence. I mean, I think the difference between independence and loneliness, there isn't a big divide between those two. I think, you know, one can think, well, I'm allowing that person to become independent, but are you sure you're not relegating them to loneliness? I think getting old, becoming disabled, all these are stages in your life. And at each stage, it seems to me, it's important that the person is able to have some positive views of the future. But they must believe that life still has something to offer them. Mm-hmm. And maybe that they still have something to offer life.
I feel there's a kind of fraternity between the people who get older, who know what it is to be older, whereas the younger people don't. I kind of ignore you. One of the lads where I live, he's got physical things wrong with him, and he's battling on, really. I can see it in his eyes sometimes. It just almost like it's too much to bear. So he has a hard time of it with his old age and his infirmities as well. Join a group or a club where you've got shared interests, because I've seen it sometimes on somebody on a bus, and he was an older person, and he wanted to talk to people on the bus. I was coming back from Buxton on the 199 bus, and it was I could see he was lonely. He wanted to talk, so I talked to him. And I had the feeling, I may not be so, but I had the feeling he was living on his own, and he wanted to talk to people on the bus, people of my age, his age.
How are you going to approach growing older?
Trying to keep fit and stay at home and not having to be put into an old people's home.
But how are you going to do it, Peter? What things are you going to do?
Walk a lot.
Walk a lot. Anything else?
And eat healthily. Try and eat healthily. I'm sorry, that's all I can think of.
And look forward to Christmas.
Yes.
My approach to getting old? Well, I think the best thing you can do is keep fit. I think that's your job when you're getting older, to keep fit. Because keeping fit is the best thing you can do to stop you becoming frail. And if you haven't got your health and you haven't got your fitness, you haven't got anything.
To stay interested particularly in other people, getting involved with other people, helping. I like to be involved in different groups of people, not just one particular set, so that I'm constantly seeing different people, different days of the week, doing different things, having different interests.
I found that as I've got older, I've really enjoyed mixing with younger people. I have 2 young people visited me from Chorlton Good Neighbours,
And they're so interesting because I learn things from them that I wouldn't learn about now, because most of the time I'm mixing with older people, and it's so nice to get their perspective on life and what they do with their time.
But the main thing is getting out and out in the fresh air and showing that you're independent. Don't rely on everybody to do things for you.
What I do is just try and do something different every day and just keep moving, because I've got arthritis, so that's what I've got to do.
Right, Leo, what's your philosophy?
Not to be too serious in life. Take things as it comes and do the best you can, and as little as you can, for as long as you can. So you're okay then.
And have a laugh at the same time.
And have a laugh.
The others to keep moving, etc., etc. But I also feel you need something to really get you out of bed in the morning.
But I know
She's got the thought of marrying me, you know.
Is it there?
Switch that off.